my laundry. This is how unprepared I was to do this. I've got my laundry cart. Do I have a pen even? I've got a copy of Beowulf with me. Don't travel without Beowulf. I've got I've got so much ink. I'm so good for today. But let me just show you. I'm like doxing myself. I'm gonna get so many people following me to the beach. But I've got my laundry in my car. I'm gonna have to take it up when I get home. I'm at the beach. Somebody in a car next to me. They're taking off. Thank God. I was watching John and Hank's live, and I got coffee. I was like, oh, maybe I'll go to the beach, do some writing. It's Sunday. I don't usually write on Sundays. Sundays are usually an off day. But I was like, I feel like writing poetry today. I have two phones. I have a business phone. So, like, if my business card gets out there, you would be calling this phone. Because this one is for streaming. Look at my tattoo. It's an eclipse. Oh, am I supposed to be like doing stuff right now? Oh, okay. I could put some music on. I don't know if I'll probably get copyright struck if I do that though. I can roll down the window a little bit. Although I am kind of enjoying how nice and warm it is in here. It's kind of windy out today. There's somebody on a bicycle. Okay. I don't have. Usually I get stopped by people. There's this woman who keeps coming up to me when I write poetry. And her name is Kim. And she is like this musician around my hometown, which is Muskegon. And she keeps coming up to me. The first time I had a business card, I don't have any business cards, but people come up to me when I'm writing here, and I usually give them business cards. Just like I have business cards on me. I don't have my business cards today though. But usually people will be like, "What are you doing? You're that poetry lady that writes." But usually I give them my business cards, so like if they want to find my books and stuff online, they can. But I don't. I'm stuck today without my business cards, which is dangerous. It's a very going without business cards, super dangerous. Super dangerous. Here we're gonna. The day is uniform and incomplete. How it goes, the holy land that I come to, the plastic flowers wave in the wind, and the feeling of connection to strangers, how connected I can to myself, to all parts of it, to the end of myself and back again. No, stop really. No, stop, no, stop really, was all it to the end of the gathering, the way we define ourselves, and sure we are made of bits, the lost parts, and have you smelled the old book recently, the one you wrote, and as a child that defined you with words that you couldn't even understand yet, but grew into like a shiny pair of shoes that never really went out of style. You were you and not you, and you were there, and how it seemed to define itself, and it did all the ricochet things that it was meant to, and how it glowed like an angel that traveled up the spine of the gods. Yeah, there's a spider in my car. He's coming out to visit me. Peaceful mind that mellows out. Who am I to myself and my consciousness? They walk along as they are trying to define themselves, making the moment fulfilled. I don't usually get tattoos or define myself in ink, but this was a very special moment that lit up the heavens, and I could not seem to understand with human brains logically. It was impassable, so I allowed it to move as it does to places that one does in the very nature of things to the impassable, the nature of the movement of trees that are things that we go on to. There's a spider that moves along my roof, afraid of me, I think, but as I watch him as he goes, he's most likely a she, though, isn't that the truth? She walks along in secret, trying to keep her footing. Isn't she just a creature trying to survive in all the little things? called beautiful undefined. Beautiful, the very nature of being alive. It's beautiful and uncanny how we affect one another. It's beautiful. It's not something that's easily defined. Even ugly things are beautiful in their own way. They have this charismatic charm that cannot be lost upon itself. We are not lost onto ourselves. We are not lost onto the beautiful of this moment, frozen in pictures, in statements, in eyewitness accounts, sometimes big and definable by the amount of people that were there, sometimes small in the passable of the meager, the waves of the everyday. It was perennial, the movement of the world turned onto like this from the morning to afternoon to night, for me, for you, for us, as a whole, as a people, as a country, as a culture, defined. is what it's called, all the fudge. We sit inside our little boxes as the birds form their V's outside and take off heading into the direction of the perfect weather ahead. They always seem to know the exact direction to go. How through the gut instinct that drives them as they say yes, that. The spider moves along my windshield looking for food, as its hunger has held me up in so many ways. How will I place today in my life's map? It comes down and circles back. The wind whips and I long for a place in this universe. Give me some kind of sanding, some kind of ranking that says, yes, you are a good little girl or boy. Every good boy deserves fudge, and I deserve it for what I've accomplished. Should I take to the north in my old and rickety car, spiders and all? Okay. There's heroes in how we define ourselves. The children know not what they do. They simply come to play at the beach. And it's weather still. But have they brought their buckets for the annual trudging? Those with us for history know that you do not need a bucket to carry that weight. They have pulled up from underneath you. The fell of the heaviness of the years brought down beside you, the length of your shadow cast on even the sunniest of days. But, rather, know the darkness does not define you. It is only the clips of the heart, of the pull of the cold on hot days, that come to terms with the night of the brilliance of the wonderful days. It does not always go your way, and what you should realize is what defines you, is what you are, is when you fail, and how better you are when you lose than when you win, because winning is just as temporary. One more. And then I'm done. This last one's called Lilith of Poetry. Feel the pull of the afternoon at length, the passing of the boats, and my mind says, all right, Ari, that's enough for today. I'm getting on in years, but really it's never too late, is it? The years, like my notebook, stack up, and there's always another poem to be had, some variation that is wonderfully striking like lightning, to the best of the moves, grooving down, the head down. To find myself, there's always a way through the gauntlet. I could write 1,000 days, and like the beach, each day will be different. Each poem that comes out of me will be like a flash of lightning strike, beautiful and something fresh, some kind of new beast to go out into the world and have an experience out there. Call them my children. Call me the writer. Define me by Lilith. So dramatic. All right. All right. That's today's poems. I hope you enjoyed. I'm out of coffee. I'm out of coffee. I'm out of coffee. Ah, I don't even have a water. Ah, how did I get stuck out in the middle of nowhere without a drink? Ah, I need to go. I need to go. I need to find myself something to slurp on. Not sexual. I want to have some water or something. I need to go hydrate myself. I need to go read. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.